Alright guys, so as you can see from the title, today's video is going to be a classic, a dating horror story. So stay tuned if you like the drama. Alright guys, if you are new here to my channel, my name is Amber, aka Malabustacie. My channel consists of vlogs, fashion, dating advice, and horror stories. So if any of that interests you, make sure that you check me out, hit that subscribe button, and share it to one of your friends who also likes the drama. Alright guys, so some people get knocked out and write themselves off before you can even venture into the land of how serious is this going to be. Well, sometimes it doesn't even get that far. If we're talking about the races, he didn't even get out the game. Okay, so to set the scene for you guys, I had met him on, I'm pretty sure it was Plenty of Fish. Absolutely positive. Yeah, it was Plenty of Fish. And I really wish that I hadn't disabled that account so that I could show you guys like the messages, like the initial messages. So everything started out lovely and good, right? He would message me, good morning, you know, just want to see how your day is going, queen. I hope you have a beautiful and productive day, which is something that I say to people myself. So when he said, I hope you have a beautiful and productive day, I said, wow, that's what I say to almost everybody when I text them good morning. Or when I see them in the morning, I say, I hope you have a beautiful and productive day. So seeing someone else say that without having heard me say it first, it piqued my interest. So I noticed that he would message me and I would be like, thank you, you have a good day as well. Then midday, he would be like, are you busy? I'm like, yeah, I'm at work. And he would be like, oh, okay, yeah, because I haven't heard from you, so I figured you might be busy. Yeah, you know, I'm at work, but you know, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. We'd have a short, quick conversation, and then I'd go on about my way. Now, the issue was we had been having this back and forth all within the Plenty of Fish app. If you've never done a dating app, it's similar to like how it is with other platforms like Instagram, Facebook. You have a section for your messages. So you don't have to give anyone your phone number. You can communicate solely within the messages. Now, the issue with that is unless you are within the app all the time or you turn on notifications, you're not going to see certain messages, right? So you would have to literally be, you know, in your app all the time, or you would have to have on your notifications so that it will ping you and message you and let you know that someone's messaged you. Now, not to be like, I'm that girl, but when you get most women who create a Plenty of Fish account, you get tons of messages. So it's more so quantity and not quality. You will get people who will message you and say vulgar things. You may get someone who messages you and says nice things. You may get someone who just completely disappears. Like you'll just open up the app and you'll have a message from someone who's already deleted their profile because their girlfriends already found out that they're on Plenty of Fish. So to sit there during the day when you're working, you know, even if you're not working, even if you're just living your best life, it's not conducive to be able to sit there and keep going through the app. So what I did personally, and this is a tip I recommend to anyone who is using dating apps, I created a flip number. So they have different apps you can use, but basically it's an app that you download and it will give you a phone number, a fake phone number, but yet it will send the messages to you. It will also allow that person to call you and it ring your phone, but it will show you like, this is a flip phone call. So you'll know like, okay, it's similar to Google Voice is another way, but to me, the Google Voice is a giveaway because it goes, the Google person you're trying to reach, you know, no. these numbers make it seem like it is complete legit your phone number. Call it shady if you want to, but I think you should protect yourself because you don't want, you can just burn the number. Like, we'll get to that, okay? So the guy is texting me so frequent within the app that I decide, okay, let me give him my flip number. Now, this is a pet peeve of mine. The constant, when we gonna kick it? When we gonna hang out? Oh, without me? Like, you know, what are you doing right now? Oh, I'm at the mall. Without me? Yeah, because I'm at the mall and you're where you're at. I feel that you should take the initiative. I don't want to be like, oh, we should hang out today at 3 o'clock. Like that's, I don't want to do that. I want you to contact me and I want you to say, hey, what are you doing Saturday, 5 p.m.? And I'll say, nothing. Okay, would you like to go out? Sure, let's go out. That's how that works. But I digress. That was one issue that I had with him. The constant messaging and talking of no substance. What are you doing? Where are you going? How was your day? Oh, my queen. Oh, my queen. Every other message was my queen, my Nubian queen, love. And I was talking to my homeboy. And I told him, I said, it's always a red flag to me when men are calling you my queen, you know, my love, the sun and the moon, all of that, and you guys have a surface relationship. Like, I've done nothing to grant or warrant these nicknames. How am I your queen? Our relationship, our conversation is so surface level. How am I your queen? And I get that some people are like, oh, some people just say that because they refer to all women as queens. I don't subscribe to that. In my opinion, and I told my homeboy this, I said, in my opinion, the men who automatically lead with my queen and all this putting on a pedestal always turn out to be the most disrespectful men. Now, I said what I said. I have not been proven wrong. There's a little bit of a sneak peek, right? So like I said, I'd move him over to my flip number and we're talking on that phone. And I saw that he was never, I was not going to be the one to be like, hey, we should go out on a date. It just wasn't gonna happen. So one day he says to me, keep in mind this whole time he's just been, we should go out, we should hang, we should go out, we should hang. He says to me, on Friday, we should go hang and we should get something to eat when you get off work. I said, okay, that works for me. He's like, all right, for sure, I'm excited, I'm happy, da, 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 da. Now, that is plans, right? So I will fully admit, those are plans. Plans are made. But notice, there are no specifics. There's no, okay, so let's go to Lucille's around 9, or let's go to Bar Melody around 9. None of that, okay? Just we should hang out when you get off work on Friday. So here I am, it's Friday. I'm jobbing, okay? I'm working. I'm hustling, okay? And the type of job that I have and have always had, overtime is easily given. Overtime's never a problem. Varies between the companies I've worked for, but generally I have positions where, you know, you aren't required to work overtime, but I manage my own desk. So if I'm looking at everything and it's Friday and I know that there's certain stuff I wanted to be done by Monday, I may randomly just be like, oh, you know what, I need to stay 2 hours. And I need someone who's dating me or in a relationship with me to understand that sometimes I may elect or may have to stay longer at work. And if we're in a relationship, if you're my boyfriend and we have plans, of course, I'm going to try my best not to to you know, get in the way of those plans. I'm gonna message you in advance like, hey, I'm not gonna be home till X, Y, and Z. Or if you call me at the time I normally get off, I will say like, oh, hey, you know, I'm not off yet. I'll be off in about an hour. I'll be off in about 2 hours. I'm doing a little overtime, right? So this guy does not call me, does not text me, and it's about 4:45. Typically the time that I would be ending my day at that time. So I realized I needed some work to do. I wasn't tired. You know, the office had cleared out. It wasn't a whole lot of people there. I wasn't going to be distracted. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just stay here and knock out some stuff. So I stay at work. 5:45 comes. 6:45 comes. I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day. I clock out. I go home. Now, before I disrobe, dismantle, and all that, I look at my phone and he still hasn't texted. Now, we can disagree here. You guys can think that maybe I should have been like, hey, I know we're going out tonight. I'm actually going to get off at 6:45. I didn't feel that was necessary because you haven't contacted me all day. You haven't said, hey, so I was thinking we would go here. Usually there's some type of lead up. You're going to say more than Friday when you get off work, and then all day Friday I don't hear from you. So I'm supposed to now be like, so hey, are we still going out? Like, I don't think that I was supposed to do that. You guys comment down below and tell me, do you think that's what I was supposed to do? Let me know if I'm being bougie, okay? But I don't think so. So I get home and I say to myself, this is what I don't like about him. I don't like the lack of initiative. I don't like the when we gonna hang out, we should hang out, and then the no follow through. Like the consistency was there as far as messaging me and talking to me every day, but it wasn't there in moving things along, if that makes sense. So I said, you know what? I'm finna shower, put on my pajamas, and relax. If he calls me and I feel like going out, at that time I will go or I will stay at home. Like, so about 8:30, I'm sitting there in my jammies, laid up watching a little Netflix in my room, chilling. I get a text message, right? I open up my phone and legit, there's a paragraph this long. I'm talking about longer than most book synopsis. MLA format essay for college. Like, and the first sentence was, you stupid bleep 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 bleep. Every name under the sun. We were supposed to go out, but you flaked. I knew you was phony. I knew you wasn't about nothing. I knew all you do was play games all day. Yeah, you messed up. I'm a king. I'm a real dude. And now you ain't got nothing. Blah, 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 blah. On and on and on and on. Sir, where is this energy coming from? Where is this anger coming from? Like, how are you that upset? If anything, you would have been like, you know what? I didn't like the fact that I didn't hear from you today. I still would have put you in your place, but I mean, you blowing up the spot. Like, you cool, right? So, his long soliloquy, paragraph calling me all type of female dogs, garden tools, women of the night, bottom feeders. I mean, you name it, it was there. But yeah, oh boy cussed me out. Okay, cussed me out, okay? I mean, went from the top of my head to the tip of my toes. And I can tell you guys right now, I was dying laughing. I'm sorry, it's my nature. I just responded, okay. Have a nice life. I'm not going to defend myself. I'm not going to say, oh, I didn't stand you up, or I'm not playing games. all you're just gonna get is an okay because you're mad. And it has nothing to do with me. Then, when he sees that I'm unaffected, and y'all know how this go, I don't never give nobody the energy. And yes, I could rip you from the rooter to the tutor, okay? And talk about you and call you all type of things, but I didn't feel like it this day. I didn't care. I was already over it because I see that you didn't have that energy, but now you want to be big boss and put me in my place. Have your moment, boo. Have your moment. So then he writes me another paragraph telling me how I am the problem with Black women today because I think that I'm so independent and I think I could do everything for myself. I don't know when I see a king how to appreciate a king. I don't know how to let a man lead. And I'm thinking to myself, at what point did you ever try to lead? And at what point did I ever stop that? Let's be clear. You're mad because I didn't take the lead, because I wasn't the man, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I'm getting from this. And just going on and on and on. So I stopped talking because I didn't care. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm an Aquarius, and some of you know immediately what that means. For those of you who don't, one of our biggest flaws and something that I constantly have to work on is detachment. I can be extremely detached and uncaring about almost any and everything. So I have to actually actively notice when I'm doing that, reel myself in and be like, okay, Amber, you should say sorry, or you should word this different. By nature, I am abrasive, brutally honest, and I can be detached. And that's a bad combo for somebody that's in their feelings like that. So yeah, you're just going on and on and on. And the beauty of the flip number is you can burn the number. Guys, you can burn the number. Meaning you can just be like, switch numbers. I hit switch numbers. They gave me a whole new number. And I proceeded on my merry way. You will never find me again, sir. Go on the Plenty Fish app. Blockety block, blockety block. Sir, you have been removed. You've been removed. And I sent a copy of these messages to my homeboy. I said, what did I tell you? It never fails. When someone leads with the sugars, my honeys, my loves, my queens, and you have done nothing to deserve that title, your relationship is completely surface. I don't care what nobody say. Those always turn out to be the ones that are disrespectful. Now, I don't feel the same way about like people who leave me comments in my YouTube, because that's different. These are people who have seen inside my home. I've talked about personal things on my YouTube channel. I've talked to them in comments. We surprisingly have know more about me, I'll say, than most people on the surface level of dating. You know what I do in the day. You know what my hobbies are. You know my sense of humor. You know what I like, what I don't like. So if you say or comment down below, oh, hey, queen, I don't take it the same way, because we have developed, the one thing about my subscriber base, although smaller, we have developed a friendship. I talk to all of my subscribers. I comment back when you guys comment. You guys know little things about me. Like, girl, you ain't gonna return that. You know, you guys know things about me. So it's different. It's different. I just don't, I don't know. Comment down below if you guys have ever experienced that. But I just say all that to say that, you know, the one downside to dating is that people present to you one person, and then when they get to a certain point, they drop that facade. They drop that, and now there are this other person, and this other person curses, and this other person drinks, and this other person calls women bees every other sentence. That's who he really was. He's really the dude that be like, man,
where the bees at? Oh man, that bee over there.
That's who he really is. That's who he really is. And for me, he just substituted the B word for queen. And I could tell. I could tell. But you guys comment down below. You guys tell me, was I wrong? Was I wrong to want him to be, I don't know what this dance is, but you guys know, like, I wanted him to be more, not necessarily aggressive, but take charge, take point. Like, and if you're a man watching this, keep that in mind. I don't know a single woman who does not feel this way. They don't want to be what you doing, where you at, when we gonna hang out to death. They want you to be more proactive. Like, hey, I understand that you're busy. What days are you typically free? Do you like to go out on the weekends? Do you want to go out during the week? I know it's our first time meeting. Do you maybe want to go to a Starbucks after work? I mean, just something. Guys, always go with your guts. Can you imagine if I had gone on this date and then, or we had got more involved and attached, the verbal abuse that would have resided in this relationship? I will pass. I will pass. But alright guys, that's all I have for you guys with this quick dating horror story. But don't worry, I do have more dating horror stories with receipts because I know how you guys feel about those. And if you want to see more of my dating horror stories, here is the link where you can click it and go through them. But as always, guys, love ya, mean it, bye. Deuces.
That's how we fall out. 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 That's how we fall out.